Okay, before I say anything, there is a statement that I like so much. One day when I was young, like, there was this thing, Bible quiz. I don't know if it still exists now or what. But in Bible quiz, we're reading messages to young people. And I came across a statement that said, do not rest satisfied with the law standard. And that is from Ellen G. White. Like, God is displeased with people that are satisfied with what? With the law standards. Okay. Normally, most of my friends, when they were choosing careers, they were like, hey, I'm from to put words to the careers. They were looking for the easier, or the quicker, or the most relevant. Most people, they always say, okay, my quantity surveying. Yes. Most of my ladies, they always say, maths, this, maths, that. But also, I want to talk about also income. Sometimes income is relative to the easiness or the difficultness of what you are doing. So do not just check is it hard or not, but also check other things that I'm going to say now. Okay. Messages to young people also says, before we jump into quantity surveying, many who are qualified to do excellent work accomplish little because they attempt what? Little. So in our thinking, I think from today, safety, law, quantity surveying, and what, make sure that you maximize to try and accomplish what? Much. All right. So what is a quantity survey? I discovered it in an awkward way. I was done with my metric equivalence, and I wanted to do law so bad. And this other uncle of mine said, but Mandla, when you are good with maths, why are you obsessed too much in law? Do you think you will cope into zokhuluma and I want discourage? Then I said, why not try civil engineering? These courses, engineering courses, they are so marketable, like they are in demand all over the world. You talk Australia, South Africa, what part? Now I was like, let me try this thing, And it was enticing because there was mathematics in it. Then that's how I became a quantity surveyor. Sometimes you won't necessarily know what you want until you try it. I didn't know that I was the perfect candidate for quantity surveyor until my uncle proposed it and I accepted. So it's very good to try. Abanye bazohlala bedinga negatives and pros and cons, what sometimes it's good to try. So quantity surveying is engineering, but that focuses on cost. Okay, let's say for example an architect designs a building. After designing that building, you need engineers to come and check like, will this structure hold? Then after that, you need quantity surveyors. Budget as the client, will the budget suffice? If it won't suffice, like the quantity surveyor will give cancel to the design. So they are more on the cost side. So all these buildings that you see, except houses maybe, like there was planning, and someone had to cost it before it was built. So during construction, someone has to manage that 1 billion or that 100 million, that this building is executed under that budget. So that's the basics of a quantity survey. So maybe number one, a quantity surveyor is they call themselves cost engineers, because they are engineers, but they deal with what? With cost. Some in UK, quantity surveyors are called chartered surveyors, because it has a bit of accounting in it, eh? So if you have interest in numbers, sort of, not too much, numbers, eh? If you have interest in numbers, whether you want to go the accounting course, the accounting course, but you're not so sure, quantity surveying is an option of you doing accounting, yet still you are what? An engineer. Yeah? You can still become also, okay, in construction there's this other thing. In construction is a different industry. We don't involve our Ashley. I mean lawyers, eh? We don't involve lawyers unless if other avenues have failed, yeah? So before we involve litigation and other stuff, there's what we call arbitration. So a quantity surveyor can be an arbitrator. So an arbitrator is someone, two companies are fighting, or let's say ESCOM hired Gasela, MST to do a project, right? And then there are disputes between the two of them. You can pursue the route of arbitration. So quantity surveyors, we are sort of the guardians of the construction contracts. Yabo? So there's a bit of law there. It's also exciting. There's a bit of accounting and there's a bit of what? Law, because you manage what? Contracts. So when two people are fighting, you can be an arbitrator and resolve what? Disputes. We can also become a project manager as a quantity surveyor. I always say, I'm biased, I always say quantity surveyors make the best project managers, because project managers without a acumen, a cost, you can build a nice thing and it's over budget, you understand? So you can also pursue the route of project management. It's easy. They spoke of the thing, a prior learning. Even if you're a quantity surveyor, you can register as a professional what? Project manager. So you can also manage projects. It's very exciting. It's not like you'll be wearing boots and what, no. Like you'll be sitting in meetings, You'll be, huh? Yeah. So like, it's not necessarily that you'll be full-time on site. You can choose, For example, me, I started as a construction manager. I'm siting full-time, work suit and stuff, Then the company now, okay, I had to shift from site to the office, as a quantity surveyor. From there, I became a project manager. From there, in the roles, they change, but still we are what? A quantity surveyor. You can also do contracts management, because I said quantity surveyors are guardians of construction contracts, Maybe abanye will understand that later, but what I can say is very interesting. This is the most interesting part. You can become a contracts manager, which means your job is to make sure that whatever is happening within the confines of the what? Of the contract. So quantity surveying is very broad, I mean, at one point, because when you're doing quantity surveying, there's an element of drawing, We know architects, right? Yes. Yeah, you can even become a draftsman because you learn engineering drawing. I mean, before I came to SA, I was sort of like a draftsman somewhere. I was doing house plans and the likes, So even if maybe along the way you decide, no, I'm much into drawing and other stuff, you can also take the route of what? Of architectural technology. You can also take the route of what? Civil engineering. You can take the route of project management, contracts management. So being a QS, you have, what can I say? Like you are spoiled for choice. Because you study a bit of everything, Not in a bad way, They say, but like a jack of all trades is a master of what? Of none. But the statement goes on, it says, but better than a master of one. So, so like I'm quantity surveyor, there are many branches that you can branch into. You're not only a QS, you can be a project manager, this and that. I don't know, there are many universities that offer quantity surveying. We have CUT, we have VITS, we have UJ, and many of these technical colleges. If you want to go the VITS route, you can do that. If you want to do a diploma first, you can do that. So once you get your bachelor's, you do your honors, then there's this thing called professional registration. You're a quantity surveyor, but not necessarily. I think maybe other disciplines. It's like you're a general doctor, you haven't specialized. For you to go to the next level, you need to become a professionally registered quantity surveyor. You need a bit of experience. There's a board, they sit and interview you, and after that, you become a professionally registered what? QS. Then you can work as a professional registered QS. Choose masketela manje. You can open your own consulting firm, with 100 quantity surveyors doing consulting work. You can be employed for those who want employment. But my advice to you, choose a career that can be easily turned into a business. Okay, let me emphasize on that one. There are many people that struggle to become entrepreneurs. Not all of us are what? Entrepreneurs. But as a quantity surveyor, I don't need to be an entrepreneur per se. Because once I get my PR number, I can become a business person by opening a what? A quantity surveying firm. So you have two birds with one stone. Don't choose a career as a keeper employee forever. Make sure that your career is easy to shift from career to what? To business. Because careers, there will come a time where it won't be fulfilling. There is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. For now, a career can take care of your basic needs. But for you to attain self-actualization, you need to venture into the business world. So my advice is try by all means to choose a career like quantity surveying. That is easily turned into a what? A business. You see Mr. Kasela there, he has a construction company. I also consult for him, but I'm still employed. There are many companies that I consult for. I'm still employed. By the time I decide to shift, it's very, very what? Very easy. But some careers, it's not that easy. And also the other advantage about construction, you don't have to do PhD to be someone. Like artisans, do you know how much artisans get? Like I'm advertising money as well. I will talk against it. Like artisans, like a boiler maker, they earn a lot of money. Do not look down upon those things. They earn a lot of money. I'm talking about above 50,000, above 100,000. Just a what? An artisan. So don't think someone is just an electrician and wearing a suit. No. Artisans earn. It's easy to earn a lot of money in construction with just a certificate, not a diploma, not a degree, you understand? With just a certificate, you can become what? Someone. You don't need your masters. Of course, for self-actualization, you can do that. But for a start, with your diploma, with your degree, with your certificate, you can earn a good what? Living. My last advice to Adventists, now is for Adventists. It's Shine. Oh. Okay, the last advice, Naiful. Yes. Okay. What was it, by the way? Okay. Oh, no, like it has slipped. Any questions for those who are aspiring for quantity survey? Or not aspiring? Like I'm talking about general engineering, whether it's civil engineering, architectural, Like any questions? Permits. The good thing about quantity surveying, maths, pure maths, like they need what? Pure maths, yeah, for you to do quantity survey. Any other question? Okay,
okay. With your career,
yes,
you need pure maths, you need physics,
yes.
like in what percentages, right?
Oh, like the unfortunate part, sorry. Like the unfortunate part is that I studied overseas, so like I'm not so versed about like the South African system, like the pointing system. But like I can give a call just now from one of my colleagues and 70% and above. Okay. But okay, like I said, if you still have interest, you can do the RPL method. Get your certificate, get your diploma, then from there, there's the RPL, the prior learning. You can still become a quantity surveyor without any certification, you know that? Yes, like through the RPL method. So what you do is, if you have proof, like proof or evidence that you have worked under a PRQS, a registered quantity surveyor for a long time, let's say you become my assistant or something for a long time and you gain experience, like there's this RPL method of evaluation and stuff. But like I wouldn't advise that to young people, You still have a lot of time, Like why should you go through that route when you can just do your 70% and yeah. Okay, the last question, maybe.
You offer
Extra lessons for maths. Personally, I don't offer extra lessons for maths, except to my Kanye there. Like maybe I can recommend other people that can offer extra lessons, because quantity surveying is really good, Like engineering as a whole is very good in this sense. You can get a permit. Let's say you are not South African, right? Like it's easy for you to get a critical skills permit because quantity surveying is a critical skill in South Africa, So you don't have to study and be stuck, you understand? As soon as you finish, you apply for a critical skills permit, then boom. Even in Australia, UK, New Zealand, Dubai, they are all in search of what? It's a critical skill, yeah. So, okay. Thank you, Mangwe. For those who, okay. Okay, that's very simple to do. You can go online, and just say check an average salary for a quantity survey. But what I can say, if you want to be middle class and above, like we have classes of society. Like there's the lower class, then there's the middle class, your teachers, your what, Then there's an upper middle class, people who act as if they are in business but they are receiving a paycheck, So like don't worry about money, it's very secure,